Okay, welcome back. Got another episode of the Protege Bowden show. Right here, I got my man to the left, Ed Slime.
Slime.
There we go. Got Miss Venetia over here as well, guest starring
Hello.
on the show. There you go. All right, so I'm glad I actually got Miss Venetia on this show because I could see things from a female perspective as well. I think this is gonna be a good topic right here to talk about.
Yeah.
So tonight's discussion on the podcast is gonna be, when is the right time to have children? Now, I feel very strongly about the subject, all because of my current situation. Okay, and I have strong beliefs about,
You having a kid?
no,
Oh, okay.
no kids. But however, do I want kids? Undecided. We're just gonna go with that. Undecided right now. All right. Now, but okay. So I'll start off. All right. I feel the right time to have kids is when you're able to take care of yourself. You can't bring another life into this world, without being able to take care of yourself first. Period. I'm sorry. I would want, just like my mom wanted, better for me, I would want better for my children, and then keep it going.
I agree.
Okay.
So you mean like financially? You have to be financially set for yourself
Right.
before you go out and have kids.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. I just can't. I'm not those individuals that just think in the spur of the moment. Like, I have
Okay.
to think ahead of time. As far as like, I got to make sure my kids have diapers, toys to play with. Clothes on their back, food. That stuff is important. And what do they have all in common? Money.
Money.
You know what I mean? So now, in addition to that, I also would want to spend time with them. Make sure I have time for my children as well. Play with them.
Yep.
When the time
Make
comes.
sure that you're there. So I get what you're saying by taking care of you. Make sure that you're straight, so
Right.
that way you can be able to provide all those things
Absolutely.
in its entirety.
Yes.
In all of its entirety, time, money, diaper. I mean, all that.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I get it. Okay. Make sure I can get where you're coming from.
No, it's good. Glad you do. I'm just trying, like I said, I'm trying to give insight on all these topics that I discuss on each episode, and that's how I feel about it. So, Slime, I'm gonna start off with you.
Okay.
How do you feel about having kids? Like, is there a right time to have children, or
Is
isn't
there a right time to have children? Now, we start off by this. My homie. Now, I've known you for a long time, and I know that, man, there's very few people in the world that think like how you do. There's not too many people who would think out those kind of or go to those kind of lengths of preparing, you know what I mean?
Right.
When it even comes to having children,
Mhm.
as far as many other subjects and topics that we talk about.
Mhm.
Now, as far as when is the right time to have kids, I mean, there's spiritual people out there in the world,
Mhm.
and they go off extremely when the vibe is right.
Right.
Because they can meet someone and be with them for 3 or 4 months, and they just know, oh, that's it. For the rest of our life, we're going to be together. And in between me and you, we have $465. Let's do it. You know what I mean?
Right.
It may not be a steady job or anything like that's involved, but those kind of people feel it's the right time for them. Me personally, I think the connection has to be as strong as possible. Both people need to be working.
Mm-hmm.
Let's not say you guys are super financially stable. You know what I mean? As long as you can get the bills paid, and you do a couple overtime hours and stuff like that if you need some extra diapers. But once you guys feel that it's right and you guys are together, like for real, that's when it's the right time. You know what I mean? The money stuff is going to come, especially if you guys are really into being with each other. You know what I mean? And ready for each other to bring the baby into the world. Once the man recognizes, like, yep, she's pregnant. Shit's gonna change for me. I gotta be, the best man I could possibly ever be.
Right, for this woman.
And then, take it from there. You know.
Right.
So I think to answer the question, I know I'm going all around it, dancing all around it, but to answer the question, I think the right time to have a child is when both of the parents are ready to see it happen. And are ready to love all three of them. If it's the first child, ready to love all three of them in its entirety.
Okay, I like that answer. That was good. That was good. I like that. I mean, it's. I felt that I was very
That was tough.
educated.
That was tough.
educated.
You know what I mean? To put it the way I wanted. You know what I mean? It was, you
Right.
know.
Right. I mean, that was good, man. I mean, like for me, in addition, I'm just gonna piggyback on
No,
a
go
little
ahead.
bit. As far as like when you said, some adults they have to vibe with their other, significant other.
Yeah.
And they just feel it, and they just be like, okay, we're just gonna we're gonna go for it. We're gonna have this child. Like me, like I have to know for sure the other person is like close to or on the same page as me.
Okay.
When it comes to life, because that way, if I know we're on the same page, as far as life is concerned, then I know we'll be good when having a child. You know what I mean? We'll have the same, beliefs. We'll have, we both know that, there's priorities, and once I feel that other person is responsible just like I am,
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, we're good. We're good to go. We could definitely have a family.
What if that other person is super responsible,
Mm-hmm.
but just spontaneous as shit? It happens.
But, yeah.
You know what I mean? Responsible, understands life, but shit, might just come home like, babe, I want a baby.
Right.
Let's start.
Right.
Were you gonna tell her no?
Well,
Would you tell her no?
Hold on. You know me. I'm gonna tell you, pump your brakes. It depends. It depends on where we are. I mean, it depends on how long we've been dating, how long we've been together, where we are as a unit
Okay.
before I even, before I have to make that determination. As far as yes and no. All honesty.
Okay.
But, so, Miss Venetia, thank you for guest starring on this episode. But
One time, Miss Venetia, thank you.
That's right.
Why go on my
Thank you. I'm glad to be here.
So, when do you feel is the right time to have a child?
When do I feel that it's the right time to have a child?
Mm-hmm.
I don't think there's ever a right time to have a child.
Oh,
Okay, this is different.
no.
But I mean, I agree with you with being financially stable and everything, because you have to care for that child, you have to maintain that child when it comes.
Mm-hmm.
But, and I feel like you have to be mature. I think people need to be mature
Mm-hmm.
when they before they even think about having a child, because everything you do, you have to do for you and that child,
Mm-hmm.
and you have to. It completely changes your life. Because I have my daughter when I was 23, and like my life has never been the same since
Never.
I had
Wow.
never been the same.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I felt like I wanted a child, and it happened. I got my child,
Mm-hmm.
but I mean, at the time, I wasn't financially stable,
Right.
but I was working.
Right.
Her dad was working. We were living together. You
Mhm.
know, it worked out, and it's still working out. And I'm
Mhm.
still working, doing my thing, taking care of my child, and it's the best thing that I've ever happened to me. Like, I have no regrets. I love her to death. You know that.
Right. I do know. I see
But-
it. Yeah.
Yeah, but I think a person needs to be mature and mentally prepared, financially stable.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the right time to have a child.
Mm-hmm.
When you're prepared for it, you have to plan for this. This is a lifetime
Yeah, this is a
investment.
lifetime commitment.
You
Yeah,
know,
oh, yeah.
lifetime commitment.
Oh yeah.
But I think that, like, a person, if you're planning to have a child, I think you should probably try to get the child before, like, you're too old.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like, so you won't
Okay.
you'll be able to play with the child.
Right.
You know,
Have energy for him.
have energy for him.
Yeah.
I still want to be a cool dad. With my daughters in middle school, I still want to be cool enough. You know what I mean? To
Exactly.
play music and pick her up from school.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I still want to be that. I want to be cool. I
Yeah,
wanna be a
so
cool
I
dad.
think
Right.
I think people should at least try
I
have
wanna be
kids before
50.
you're too old.
Yeah. Yeah. I
Yeah,
don't-
but
you
you
know.
have to be prepared for this.
All right, because like basically, there's a lot of things that come with being a cool dad. You know what I mean? And then not wanting to have your kid too late in life. You know what I mean? I never wanted to be like 55, you know, or 60 years old. You know, like trying to be out there with my son playing baseball or playing football or running track. But I want to just at least be active enough to even, you know what I mean,
Right.
be out there with him. You know, it's not just cool dad with the music. My daughter, she loves music and stuff like that. So, you know, I want to always be hip with the music. You know, I want a car with speakers in it. They go pick her up from school with, you know, when she's in high school, so she might feel embarrassed. But I know all her friends are like, yo, your pops is mad cool. You know, I always want, baby. He don't play no shit though. Like I want that to be the conversation. Like, yo, your pops is mad cool, but yo, he don't play that shit. So you know that's
gotta have that balance there.
Yeah. So like that's why you picking the right time. Like I had my first child at 21 years old, and we knew that we were playing. But I had an awesome career. I was in the army. You know, I was making really good money. I had the car. I had the house. I mean everything. Everything was in place for it. Right. So. Right. As per you, Protege, that was those conditions. As you would want to have a child, those were the conditions for me and Janelle at the time.
Right.
You know, to have the child. Like we knew it. Like all right, boom, we have this. We can do this. Healthcare is not an issue, because if you and your spouse or your significant other don't have no healthcare for yourself, it's gonna be a world of trouble for you. Mm-hmm. You know, that would be the wrong time to have a child if healthcare. Cannot be provided, and Obamacare is going to be out of here soon, guys. So
it's out the door. It's heading out the door.
I suggest all my young boys out there not strapping up. Hold it down for a little bit. Just wait to see what this Trump care about.
Right. Let's see if it's better. Or, hopefully it's better.
But basically, man, I always wanted to have my kids at a. Like in my 20s, right. You know what I mean? If like now I have two, and then now I'm almost possibly thinking like maybe in my 30s, early 30s. Anything past 33, I'm gonna shut it down.
Right.
Shutting it down. I'm not doing anything past 33 years old.
I think that's a fair.
But then, who are you to tell? Who are you? Oh, you're 33?
No, 30. I'm saying 33 is still pretty young.
That's still young.
I would say past. Like
40?
Like after 40, I'm done.
You gotta start it.
I'm done.
I'm gonna see some people at the doctor's office after 40.
Yeah.
But as far as like the right time, because when you set the time that you want to have the kid, when you know, like I want to have a kid, that's the right time to do it. Mm-hmm. I think that's one of the best times to do it when when your partner like. I want to have a child, because you're not thinking about anything else at that very moment but the baby, right? The unborn child. That's all you're thinking about at that time. It's just the unborn child, and so that's something that, God's given you the best gift, that you could ever have.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. I've never been given anything greater than the love of my kids. There's nothing like that.
That's right.
But there's stipulations to it.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. So
shout out to my godchildren real quick.
Nah.
That's right. Amir and, beautiful Briseis.
Love you guys.
Yep. We love you over here. Protege loves you, and Slime as well. But, I felt like, definitely that was, one of my stipulations or criteria was to just be financially stable, to definitely, have my first child, because it's very important to me, like to pick like I said, to pick the right person too. Like, you can't just be going around here willy nilly, just I'm just gonna have a baby with her, and don't even know too much about it, So
it happens.
Yeah, it does. Mistakes, mistakes are made.
And then what do you do then? What time is it then? You know what I mean? Like, now what time is it? Is it right time, wrong time? You know what I mean? Then,
right.
Now you got then those. That brings you into other subjects,
right. But to speak more about this subject, like you're right. Like I don't want to be too old having my first child. You know what I mean? Definitely don't. Like 40, that's just not happening. There's no way. Not gonna have a kid at 39, 40 in that area. That's not happening. You know what I mean? So that's why it's funny because I gave myself a cutoff date, even though it was a little early that I originally said.
Yeah.
I said, what I say, 31?
Yeah.
I said 31?
Yeah. Yeah.
But I may hold out till about 35. I may hold out till then.
But you know what? That's really cool that we're talking about right now. And I definitely have to bring it up because it just came to me since we're talking about when's the right time to really have a child.
What's that?
But if it wasn't for my fiance's parents to choose to have a child late, in their late 40s.
Was it 40s?
Late 40s, mid 40s, I believe.
Yeah.
I believe it's mid 40s. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have met the woman that I want to have my children with. If they were thinking like, you know what, we're too old to have kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I possibly wouldn't have had, you know, the blessing of birth that I received, you know what I mean, from Janelle bearing my kids. You know what I mean? That woman bared the best kids I could ever even think of for me, you
Right,
know?
absolutely.
But so if they would have went by our rule that we're talking about here, I wouldn't have been with that girl.
True.
You know? So that's kind of crazy to, you know what I mean, to put out there.
That's
right?
true, man. I actually, you know what? That's funny because I never looked at it from that perspective.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't know. I guess you may be right, Slime.
You know,
what I mean?
that's something. That's
I
something.
can't even
That was-
disagree with that. Like I tried to
Yeah.
I actually tried to counter that a little bit. I was thinking about countering that statement, but I was like, yo, he's absolutely right. You know, he found, you know,
The
best
woman
gifts,
I-
the best gift. I'm sorry, that he could ever have.
Yeah.
Big, and it's good.
If there was a national cutoff date, I don't know. I probably had that baby by that other girl I can't say on the air.
Right.
But let me stop.
Right. So, Miss Venetia,
I'm sorry.
I have a question. Do you want to have additional children? You can be completely honest. This is a Protege Bowden
Wow.
show.
Oh,
Everything is.
we're gonna dig into
everything
this
is
one.
honest.
We're gonna get into this
I'll
one, Miss
be
Venetia.
honest with you. Of course, I want another child,
Oh, bravo.
but it
Yeah.
has to be by the right guy.
That's
When's
right.
going to be the right time?
The right time.
When's going to be the right time for you to have your next
Right
child?
time is right now for me.
Oh.
I don't know about that guy.
Oh.
So, like, I
So,
would have another child right now.
have you ever brought it up to him? Like, yo, babe, I think I'm ready to have another child
No,
right now. You haven't brought it up to him?
I'm not going to.
Why?
Because she's not ready yet.
John knows why.
I know.
I'm not ready.
That's
I
right.
thought you just said right now is the right
I
time.
am ready. Like me with myself. If I could get myself pregnant, I would be pregnant right now.
Right.
But
Right.
right now, the guy I'm seeing, I don't think he's ready for a child. So
Okay.
I will not get pregnant.
So you're willing to wait for him in his time?
Maybe.
That is a very good question. Are you willing to wait for him to be like, okay, I'm ready?
Well, right now I am being patient, but my patience might just run out. I don't know.
Right.
Okay.
I see.
You know.
Mhm.
Okay. Ooh, that's
You know.
That's a tough one, because you gotta understand. You gotta understand, like, all right, like, how much do I like the guy? How long have we been waiting on ready? How long have I been ready? This is like a crazy equation. You have to write it down. You need pen and paper.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You need a
Yeah.
pencil actually for
I'm
this
telling
one.
you, this is strategic stuff.
This is
Yeah,
strategic
for real.
to try to really calculate time on when is the right time.
Mhm.
Because just like how soon a woman can be ready to have another child, a man can be the same
Wouldn't
way.
be the same way. Yep.
You know?
Absolutely.
And we could be like, yo, babe, I want another baby. You know what I mean? But hey, we don't gotta we don't gotta carry that baby. We don't gotta throw up. We don't have to go through the morning
Morning
sickness.
sickness.
We don't gotta go through the 18 hours of labor.
Right.
We don't have to do too much of that. We don't have to breastfeed. We don't a lot of that stuff. Yeah, man.
Yeah,
Yep.
there's a lot to it.
Yeah.
So I do think that the woman's clock for time for when it's time for a baby, the woman's clock is really a little bit more important
faster.
sometimes.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Well, faster.
Yeah,
Just
it's
say that.
faster.
I can agree. Well, that's
Women say it too. Their biological clock is ticking.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Before infertility kicks in. It's true. I spoke to. Sorry to cut you off.
I swore, after I delivered my daughter, like, I'm never having another child ever. Take her away from me.
It's probably because of the labor you
Yeah,
were in, right? Right, the pain.
It's the best thing ever. It's the best thing ever.
I understand. Well, hopefully Protege, knock on wood. This is actual wood. So,
Yeah.
we'll get to experience something like that.
Oh, you're going to. Oh, it's going to
I
happen.
see you being a dad, John.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I can't wait. Oh
Me
man,
either.
I can't wait. Cause
Auntie Venetia.
yeah, you know what I mean. Uncle Ed, you know what I mean. I'm out there. And it's going to be such a humbling experience for you
Yeah.
personally, because I've known you personally for so long, and we've talked about this on numerous different occasions.
Right.
Children,
Right.
especially when I first had my first one, and then to my second one, he was there for all of it. I mean, it's going to be special, because you're putting this thought and this time into wondering and trying to figure out exactly when is going to be the right time for you, because you're going to know it.
Right.
Because if it was the right time for you right now, this topic would be called "Now's the Time
to have
for
a
me
child.
to have a baby
Yeah.
There you
instead
go.
of when's the right time. You know what I
Agreed.
mean?
Agreed, Slime.
So
Appreciate it.
I'm right here for you, man. Whenever that time comes, I can't wait. I cannot wait.
I cannot wait.
It's going to be so funny. Oh my god.
Yeah.
And when the time comes, John, you can always count on us.
That's right.
You
I know.
know.
It's,
Oh yeah.
Always. We'll
Call
be
me
here.
at 2:00 in the
I'll
morning.
babysit. No problem.
Like this little nigga just won't shut up. I'm like, I know it, bro. And I'm sitting on the phone just with a smile, like I know. I know he ain't gonna shut up. He ain't gonna shut up for a long time too.
Right.
He about to be up until you gotta go to work.
I know.
And you're gonna be tired. And that's gonna be it.
Yeah.
I gotta go through some growing pains. I know. I'm gonna lose a good 6 months of sleep.
Oh
Yeah, I
my
know.
God, it's gonna be so
For
Yeah.
real. For real.
Oh man.
But you'll have no regrets.
None.
I mean, I was blessed to have my family members around me at that time. Like, I just came from Jamaica to
Right.
America.
Right.
Like, 8 months pregnant. I had my daughter like a month after I got here.
Oh.
So at a house full of family members, my baby's father wasn't here, so
Right.
it was my mom and aunt with me in the living room. So I wasn't
Right.
alone. But
Okay.
I wish
In the living room, so they delivered
in
the
the
baby in the
delivery
living room.
room.
I thought you said it.
I thought you had
the
your
delivery
baby
room. No,
in
in
your
the
living
hospital.
room. I said, oh my god.
No, the delivery room.
I was like maybe Jamaicans do it differently.
No,
I was like,
I had my daughter here.
okay. I was about to say, kudos to the person that
Oh,
delivered
man.
Benice's
I
baby.
I wish that her dad could
That
have
was funny.
experienced her birth.
Yeah.
You know, like be there and see everything and whatever. But that's just how it was. You know,
Oh man.
circumstances.
Yeah, I understand.
Yeah.
You
I was close to
right,
missing
to missing
to missing the
Yep.
birth of my daughter and well not necessarily my son but my daughter. I was close, really close to missing the birth of her, and happy that things went the way it was supposed to go. And I got there about a week and a half,
Yeah.
2 weeks before she had the baby, and it was either one plane ride. If I'd have missed that plane ride, then I would have missed the birth. So
Wow.
I'm happy to say that I was there for both the births of my children. So, and that creates the entire world for you. That's what lets you know if you wasn't ready, if you ain't know what time you was ready to have this baby.
Now you know.
Now it's only one time and it's go time. That's it.
That's
That's
it.
the only
You only get
time
one
in
shot.
the delivery room.
You
That
only
is
get one
it.
shot.
Oh man, the baby comes out. The baby comes out, man. It is just like, oh, okay, all right. Woo. Okay, God, me and you now. It's me and you, God. What you got to say? You better tell me something right now. You better tell me something. You said it was time because you said you don't come when I want you. You're
That's
always
right.
on time.
He's always on
and
time.
I'm guessing this is one of the times you're supposed to be here with me, Lord Jesus. Help me out.
Yeah, you know what they always say, it's never on your
Oh,
time, it's
man.
on his time.
Yep.
That's right. So, shout out to to the birth of 2 lovely babies or 3, including Miss Benice's daughter. I know her very well, lovely kid. Yeah. But like I said, there's maybe according to this topic there could be there's very different answers from what, after we discuss this. So, you're right. I don't think there is a specific answer. I think it's just all on everything's just based on time.
Yeah.
And when but you got to make smart decisions as well. That it actually plays a critical role as well.
You got 9 months to get it right. Yeah, 9
Yeah.
months.
That's right. So definitely I think that people, ladies and gentlemen that you're listening out there, just definitely take your time, because they're not going anywhere. Kids are not going anywhere. You got time to make as many babies as you please.
Yep.
So
Your
just
thought into it.
right. Make sure everybody's on board. Make sure your significant other's on board, and and then you guys feel you're ready. Go for it. But if it so happens where they show up early, but you got a nice guy or gal in your right hand pocket, should be good.
Should be all right.
Yeah.
Should be all right. Keep your faith in God because He's going to give you whatever He wants you to have at that time.
Mm.
So for all my spiritual people out there, and they don't have too much, they don't have too many pennies to just rub together, and then shorty that's out there and she's 3 months pregnant, and you guys are just constantly looking at each other like this was not the time. It's the time.
Right.
Now's the time. You know, you guys will get all right. It'll be okay because there's a lot of couples out there. A lot of our youth are out there in that position right now, wondering like, wow, is this too early? Was this the time? And it's too late to do anything about it.
Right.
You know, because you probably sat there with your parents and argued with with everyone about what you're gonna do about the situation. And there's these people all across the country.
Right.
Our youth looking at themselves and probably doubting themselves like, is this the right time?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Yeah,
can I
agree.
go back in time for this one? You know, is there any way that I'm going to get, you know, how am I going to make it from here?
Right.
You know what I mean? There is a way, you know, and there's facilities and programs and unified people out there that's willing to help, especially our youth in situations like that who weren't too sure if this was the right time, but they went ahead and brought that baby into this world, and just keep your faith in God, and you'll be perfectly fine. It'll be all right.
There you go.
So that's what I have to say about that one.
Nah, definitely, Slime. I appreciate that. You know, words of encouragement, you know, it's definitely needed on this show. Like I said, you know, positivity is a great thing. I feel, you know, the youth, just especially today's youth, I think we just need to think a little bit ahead of the game, you know, in terms of like, you know, because I see a lot of, you know, young men out there, a lot of, you know, young women out there, you know, they're having children, and it's just, like you said, Slime, you know, they over here pondering like, oh man, maybe this wasn't the right time. You know what I mean?
Right.
And we definitely need to just take a step back and think a little bit more, you know, especially the guys, you know, think with that.
Yep.
Don't think with the head
with
down there. Think with the right head.
Yep, the right one.
That's right.
And we've all heard that.
Yep, we all heard it. I've heard it myself.
Hey,
you know,
hey.
so you know, let's just try to reduce, you know, I guess you can call them mistakes. You know,
Yeah.
You know, let's try to, you know, I'm trying to put it gently to where, you know,
Wrap it up.
yeah.
If you don't know, then just wrap it up.
That's right. Wrap it up. That's right.
Condoms are expensive now, so I don't know.
I don't know. I go to the Planned Parenthood and get them for free.
Hey, I just be walking down the line. I'm not saying that I'm out there buying condoms and stuff like that because I'm not doing that stuff and all that
Yeah.
because I'm faithful and shit.
Put it this way. If you're not ready, abstain.
Oh,
Just don't
there
do
you
it.
Go. There you go.
Like
Abstinence.
me right now. You
No.
know.
No.
Okay.
We can talk about we can make another episode next week about that one.
Oh yeah, we can.
Don't just sexually frustrate yourself because you don't know what time it is with the baby and all that.
Right.
No, if you're not ready to have a baby, homie, pull-out game better be strong. Just tell him pull it out. All right.
That's right.
All right. This come on.
Yeah.
Don't just have yourself all kinds of sexually frustrated
Mm-hmm.
and stuff, ladies. But I know they got all these crazy toys out there that cost hundreds of dollars.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know. I know.
Any
No.
No.
Oh, we're not gonna go there. We're not gonna go
Okay. Good. We're not gonna touch upon that subject right now. You know, as far as sex toys is concerned. Yeah, but yeah,
Oh,
abstinence
man.
is definitely 100% effective. Because if you don't
Yep.
do anything, nothing's gonna happen.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You should be mad as shit all day long at
Yeah,
work.
you'll just be front. I ain't gonna front. There's times where I'm, you know, if I'm not,
Just be upset
you
at
know,
work. What
if
the
I'm
fuck's wrong
if
with
I'm
this, man?
practicing abstinence involuntarily, I'm definitely upset about it. Believe me.
I'll be pissed.
Yeah.
I'm all the way upset.
You know. So
Yep.
be like the Miss, be like Miss Venetia and just practice, abstinence, and it'd be good for you.
Yes.
Cool. So we're a little bit out of time, ladies and gentlemen, but I think it's been a good discussion. We got all three points of view as far as when's the right time to have children. I think that was a very good topic to discuss, and hopefully educate more people in the future about thinking about having kids. So like I said, it's the Protege Bowden show. We got Ed Slime, Miss Venetia.
Hey.
All right. And that's gonna be a wrap. All right. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.